Welcome back to another episode of Monday Grub Bag.
Anything different about Shane? Notice anything?
Hannah, touch me. Touch me in a different area. I finally, after years, 15 years maybe, have purchased a new chest harness that is not ripping apart, not falling apart, no more duct tape or super glue on there.
Yep.
I want to thank everyone that gave me suggestions. I was in a bit of a dire situation because, like I said, my old straps were falling apart and I could not find a suitable replacement. So I put it up on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Got thousands of suggestions. Finally found one that's almost identical. I'm a happy boy.
Yep. It's going to take a little getting used to. These have to,
Yeah, it's
it has to be broken in, exactly. Yours was broken in for 15 years, so it's an adjustment.
But you know what? I am making positive changes.
Yeah.
And that is what we are going to focus on.
Wow. That's so good.
Rare for me, but
very rare.
I'm doing it for now.
All right, so it's Monday Grub Bag, where we answer your most burning questions from the comment sections of our Monday Grub Bag videos.
I said that burning questions phrase in our first Monday Grub Bag, and it really doesn't make any sense.
No.
But it's stuck, and now that's our tagline.
Now I feel the need to say it. Because if I don't, I feel like you're going to be like, redo it.
That wasn't right. In this video, I chose a question, it's the last question, that has been asked by someone in every single Monday Grub Bag we've ever done. I've never chosen it, and so finally today we're going to address it.
Oh, wow.
So,
all right.
Stay around for that.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
to talk
about
our lives.
Question number 1. Could you show how Shane eats on camera?
Ooh, good question. Like this. No, we'll show you. I do eat a little bit differently.
But they probably want to see how you feed yourself also. Maybe could you mime it?
I will mime it. Okay, let's pretend the way that I kind of get food in my mouth is I hold my arm like this, and I have the utensil.
Yeah.
And I kind of stab or spew or whatever.
Scoop.
And then
or skewer.
Or skewer. I love a good skewer.
Yeah.
And then I kind of have to be careful because my arms are like shaky. And I have to turn with my other hand the utensil up towards my mouth and then kind of fling it at the end and hope it goes in.
With the skewer is very long, so that's the easiest one because it's really just like a flick.
And if you're thinking to yourself, that seems a little bit annoying and difficult.
Yeah.
You're right. So, most of the time when we're together, Hannah will assist me putting the food in my mouth.
Yeah. And when I do that, Shane will have his arms to assist his chewing.
Do you want to explain why I'm doing this?
Because his jaw muscles, like the rest of his muscles, are very weak.
So I put my thumb like that, and then it takes a little minute here. Oh. We need two-handed.
You're sweating.
I know, I'm sweaty.
You're sweaty, and
Good,
so
like this.
You're sliding all around.
See? Yeah. I rest my chin on my hand, and then I can assist with my neck to chew.
Your neck?
Well, like, I use my neck muscles to move my head up and down to manipulate my jaw. Could I have a bite of my mashed potatoes? Hey. I said mashed potatoes.
What did I give you?
That was just the Brussels sprouts.
Okay. Should we move on?
Yeah, so that's what we call putting my arms up.
Yep.
And that's how I eat most of my meals.
Yes. Okay. What is the funniest looking thing to happen to you that someone from an outside perspective would think was horrible? I say this because I have been in a wheelchair for 28 years and have been happily married for 20 years this past April. My wife and I were going through the parking lot of Burger King and my chair just stopped. A loose battery case. So my wife is standing there kicking the back of my chair to get the battery case to reconnect. Can you imagine how that looked from someone else in the parking lot?
I thought this was really peculiar. I thought your example was hilarious.
Yeah.
But Hannah and I discuss this
all the time.
So often.
Yeah.
We love laughing about what we must look like to other people.
There's a lot of things that we do that are really weird. The main one, I think, is when I stretch Shane's neck. And I do this a lot. it's basically just me pulling.
My neck muscles on the left side get tight.
Yeah.
So throughout the day here and there, I'll be like, hey, no, you stretch my neck.
So we'll be walking through the grocery store and I'm pulling his head to the side. We'll do it in the car where I'm driving and I'm on this side, so I have my arms straight and shoving his head as far over as possible.
Like she's giving me the Heisman, you know? Like a stiff arm right to the head. There is no way anyone, an outsider, would look at that and think, oh yeah, she must be stretching his neck.
Yeah.
It looks like she's like hurting me or like
keeping you away
keeping
from
me away.
So we do that all the time.
I love imagining that.
That's a good one.
You think anyone's ever been like genuinely worried? You know,
I'm
like
sure.
they're sitting there, like,
especially if you're making a face that's like,
oh, cause yeah, the stretch feels really good. So
Yeah.
I'm always like, like that's my pleasure face. But and now you know what my pleasure face is. Another little tidbit you didn't need to know.
All right. Do many of your friends or family members watch your videos, and have there ever been any funny or awkward moments that have come from someone you know watching your videos?
Yes, many of our friends and family watch our videos, and I would say it's something that definitely factors into the content we create.
Yeah.
You know, often when we're editing or filming, we'll say, oh, you know what, like, Nana's gonna see this.
That's an inappropriate joke.
That's inappropriate. Let's be more mindful of our family.
Not all of our friends watch though. I think like our parents watch. You know, I don't think even like Andrew watches.
No,
you know, like
certainly not religiously.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of our friends don't watch, but our parents certainly watch our videos, or at least most of them.
I think your friends and family have also tapered off over the years.
Yeah.
Their viewership, I mean.
Yeah.
Not like the
We've
ones
just
that
got
we
less
have.
and less family.
But like in the beginning, they were real excited. You know, it was new and special. Now they're like, oh my god, yeah, we know you're YouTubers. We know about your life. We don't need to watch every video. That reminds me though, kind of a funny, awkward thing is I'm not always the best at communicating life updates to my mom and dad.
Yes. You're horrible at it.
I'm bad at it. It's just a bad trait of mine. Like, things happen and I forget to tell my parents.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. And then they'll see that life update in the YouTube video and be like, oh, didn't know that you were publishing another book. Like, good job. Like, please remember to let us know. So I've been trying to be better about that.
Yeah, you really are bad
at
that.
It's really just a lapse of, like, memory.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom and Dad.
You're working on it. And I'll occasionally be like, have you told your parents that we're going on this trip? And you're like, oh, no.
You'll be like, well, I'm editing that video right now.
Yeah.
So maybe let them know that we already went to LA or whatever it is.
All right. I'm studying clinical psychology and was wondering if there's any kind of thing you would want from therapy that's specifically catered towards disability support for both caregivers and the individual.
I thought this was a very thoughtful
That is a very thoughtful question.
And since you're studying that, it's great that you're thinking about those things.
Yeah.
The one idea that comes to mind is throughout my life, I've gone through a difficult transition of feeling like earlier on in my life that my disability was an inherently bad thing that made my being bad, rather than thinking about it in terms of society and, you know, maybe disability isn't a bad thing, but lack of accessibility and ableism are bad things. Coming to realize that was a really hard thing, and I wish, you know, earlier in my life, like as a kid, there had been a counselor or someone to help me reframe that in a healthier way earlier on, so that it wasn't like in my early 20s when I'm feeling miserable that, you know, Hannah had to step in and be like, hey, you know, you're not a burden. Maybe it's the problem that stores don't have ramps and not that you use a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That would be my big one, I think.
I think what I was going to say is similar, but like for the caregiving perspective, I think not assuming that like caregiving is a bad thing. Like I can imagine a counselor being like, that must be really difficult for you. And like that is, I would 100% check out at that point. Like if you're going to insinuate that my husband is the problem, you know, like that would be 100% done. And like maybe some people think that caregiving is like difficult for them. I'm sure lots of people do. I've heard that. But not immediately jumping to like, caregiving is definitely tiring for you.
By default, yeah.
By default, yeah. Ask, like, how do you feel about caregiving instead of, assuming that it's the problem.
Yep. Agreed. So please integrate that into your future career.
All right. Do you guys film these on the Monday you post them, or the Monday before? Ooh, the Monday before. You're giving us a lot of credit. Can you imagine if we filmed the Monday before?
I thought this was funny because on the last video, there was a few people asking about your trip to San Diego that you have not yet gone on.
Yeah.
And there was some conversation that was like, obviously they pre-filmed these well in advance. Like, she's already been on that trip. No. We typically film them on the Monday that we post them. Yeah, and it's rare when it's not filmed.
Today we're filming on Sunday.
Yes.
So we're posting this tomorrow because I'm leaving on my trip tomorrow. So that's why we're filming in advance. But every other Monday, I think we filmed on the Monday that we post.
Yep, that's just, we're not great at working ahead, it seems.
Yeah.
We always have great ambition to.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey, let's figure out the next, 5 videos.
Yeah, and then we
don't.
Fall back on filming the day that we post. So.
We're busy, and so doing it the day of tends to work out better.
Yeah, we know that Monday Grub Bag is on Monday, and so we film on Monday.
Yeah, Mondays we are filming Monday Grub Bag. It's a nice routine.
Yeah.
We're just trying to make ourselves feel
I know,
better.
we should really be filming the previous, the next weeks, like this person said.
No, you know what? They don't even know it. This video was filmed in July. So... All right, now it's time for the big question that has been asked so many times.
So many times.
And I don't remember who asked it, but I hope you're happy. We're finally getting to it. Here we go.
You better have a fantastic answer. Has Shane ever scared the hiccups out of Hannah? It's a very niche question to really want answered.
The answer...
I like it.
Is no.
No.
All right, that's the end of
No! You gotta give a little something. I don't, that doesn't, scaring hiccups doesn't work for me.
No, Hannah doesn't like being scared either.
No, Shane really does like to fix hiccups.
I have a theory. I may have mentioned it before.
Yeah, I think you have.
When you have the hiccups, there are a few things you can do. 1, hold your breath. Deep inhale, hold your breath. And
swallow while you're holding.
Sort of, but apply downward pressure within yourself. Almost like you're trying to let out a number 2. Oh. Push down and really focus. It's all about focus. I believe that hiccups are a symptom of the mind, not a symptom of the body. Speaking of the mind, the second thing that you can do, think about fruit. It is a surefire way, combined with downward inner pressure. Think about bananas, fruit, apples.
What's always worked for me is a spoonful of sugar.
Really?
Yeah, that worked the last couple of times. I did your methods. It didn't work, and my mom was like, eat a spoonful of sugar. Cured.
That sounds like...
And, keep it in your mouth.
That sounds like witchery. Sounds fake.
It sounds like Mary Poppins.
Whereas mine sound scientific and real.
Yeah, the downward pressure and the visualizing fruit. All right. Well, with that was our Monday Grub Bag.
TV.
Now we leave you, and we'll see you on Wednesday for the next episode of our podcast.
Yes. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, Chloe.
She's hiding. What are you doing?
Someone said in the comments on the last one, we never see your dog anymore.
There she is, everyone.
I was thinking, she's in the background in almost every video.
I know.
Just her tail there.
Slinking around in the back.